All right, we are 1 week out from the NFL draft, and the juices are flowing. Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson, Najee Harris or Travis Etienne, Jaguars or the Jets. I mean, these are big decisions. I love reading about the draft. I have basically no idea how to judge an offensive lineman. There are people out there who devote their life to that, and I thank you for your service. I'll say this, I stand with running backs. Stop underrating running backs. Everyone needs a good running back. You especially need a good running back in the Hall of Fantasy League, I will tell you that. Welcome back, everyone, into Hall of Trivia on HQ, our sports and fantasy themed trivia show sponsored by the Hall of Fantasy League and the Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. I am Jeff Eisenband. I will be your ringside judge tonight as we navigate our way through the sports and fantasy trivia world tonight. We're going to give you 12 questions, all right? You win that general sports and fantasy theme show, you'll be part of a $2,500 prize. But first, after this beautiful graphic, let us head over to the Start Sit Fantasy Pick'em pool. Each week, we will give you 2 or more players from a specific sport. You pick the player who you think will have more fantasy points that week. Get the most wins by the end of the contest, and you and whoever is left will split the grand prize of $10,000. Oh, that's a bigger graphic. Times 4. 10,000. Last week we gave you 2 dookies, Zion Williamson and RJ Barrett, and while Zion edged RJ in the fantasy department, he did not edge him in the games. The Knicks actually won both games against the Pelicans. Chalk that up for RJ, but if you said Zion, you get a win here and Start Sit. And speaking of 2, this week, let's give you 2 MLB players going head-to-head for the first time this season. Ronald Acuna of the Braves is at Aaron Judge and the Yankees on Tuesday, tonight, and Wednesday, right around the corner at the big ballpark in the Bronx. Who will have more fantasy points this series? Go. And this is not for those new, this is not a trivia question. This is a contest here, all right? We have a $10,000 prize on the line. Ronald Acuna Jr. or Aaron Judge. And it's Acuna Jr. I'm glad to see that he is crushing it in the fantasy department right now. Aaron Judge has had his moments, but it is Ronald Acuna Jr.'s season so far. Although, I'm rooting for Judge. It includes 10 fantasy football teams representing 10 different cities in the U.S. And you, the fans, will be able to stake your getting as a prize a special edition Hall of Trivia cap. So be on the lookout for that. Second place gets Hall of Trivia Special Edition stickers, and third through fifth will be getting some extra lives and erasers. If you're one of those people, prepare to check your inbox. A message might be coming around. All right, now let's do that trivia. I'm going to ask you 12 questions about sports and fantasy. If you get all the questions right, you and whoever is left will split the prize pot of $2,500, you would be wearing tonight's belt of Hall of Trivia champion. Q1. Charles Barkley's nickname was the round mound of what? Rebound, downtown, or Alabama? His nickname. Sir Charles, that's his other nickname. But what was he? The round mound of what? Charles Barkley is an overall round dude. His bald head, his general physique, the arch of his body while he's doing his signature golf swing. But while he was only listed at 6'6", Sir Charles became one of the best rebounders in NBA history. So that made him the mound round of rebound, and that made 17,101 of you champions, which Charles Barkley never was, in the first question. He did win a gold medal, though. Q2. Which celebrity knocked out former UFC fighter Ben Askren in the first round of a boxing exhibition? Jake Paul, Logan Paul, or Chris Paul? It was Mr. Paul who did it. That's what I'll tell you. I get it. Two of these are brothers. Very famous brothers. We call them celebrities. They're influencers. Logan recently took a stunner from Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, but this past weekend, his brother Jake knocked out Askren with one punch. Although that's debatable whether it was one punch. That's the answer. Jake Paul, 15,302 of you getting that right. Chris Paul, the MVP candidate in the NBA, future Hall of Famer, not related to Jake or Logan Paul. As for Cliff Paul, I don't know. Q3. Earlier this week, Justin Turner had a viral moment when his homer landed in what? A car, a fan's nachos, or a drone? We are going to keep running the bases with these Justin Turner questions until we get in a slump with them, or they get old. Turner blew up a fan's nachos with a homer and then ordered him a replacement from the dugout. What a mensch. Great stuff by Justin. Awesome stuff. Let's take a look at it. By the way, this is the nachos. Oh wait, no, that's Justin Turner falling down, catching a pop-up. Also happened this week. I don't know how that got in here. Someone is going to be scolded for that. I'll tell you that much. But let's see what did happen.
3-0
All right, here we go. Here's the meal. Justin Turner got to eat. This guy not going to eat because everything is on him. Cheese, meat, chips. And then he got another one, and he got the ball. He did the right thing. He did everything correct, as 14,708 of you did just now. Courtney, I hope you got that question right. Q4. Which of these NBA players does not currently average 30 points per game? Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, or Bradley Beal? Does not currently average over or more than, if you want to be grammatically correct. Beal had led the NBA in scoring most of this season and is still near the top with 31.1 points per game, but Stephen Curry has been on an absolute tear, averaging 40 points per game just in April and now 31.4 for the season. That's number one in the league. He has passed Beal. Damian Lillard, that was the answer. He's at third with 28.7 points per game, but his team has the better record. So who's having the better season? Just saying. 11,810. All right, we're moving along. We're at a nice pace right now. I like where things are going here. Q5. Which NHL player broke Gordy Howe's NHL record for most regular season games played? Patrick Marlowe, Jaromir Jagr, or Zdeno Chara? Marlowe, Jagr, or Chara? Gordy Howe played his final NHL game at age 52, but that came after almost a decade out of the league. Still, his record stood for 41 years before 41-year-old Patrick Marlowe broke that record last night. He's now at 1,768 games, 11,682. You got that. For those who said Jaromir Jagr, he's fourth. I'm surprised not a lot of you said Zdeno Chara. He's 44, and maybe he'll play till he's 52. Still a chance. We'll touch on this in 8 years. Q6. What team had both the number 1 and number 2 pick in this year's WNBA draft? Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, or the Dallas Wings? Aces, Liberty, or the Wings? The Liberty won the lottery for the second straight year, but dealt the number 1 pick to the Seattle Storm, who immediately traded that pick to the Dallas Wings. The Wings got the top pick. They took Texas's Charlie Collier and Finnish star Awak Kuia 1-2. 10,965 of you. We're paying attention. We're halfway through this game, so players take a quick break. It's time for the halftime tweet and greet. I asked you on Twitter, which athlete do you think would be great, but were incredibly wrong about? Who did you think would be great, but you were just wrong about? There were some good answers to this, but my favorites were these. FF Ball Appraiser said Ryan Leaf thought he had more upside than Peyton Manning. Swing and a miss. That's the one. I appreciate the honesty because that's the one you didn't want to be wrong about. Baba Jui wrote, no list can be complete without Greg Oden. Now that's a little bit different because along with you, the Portland Trailblazers were wrong too, taking Greg Oden over Kevin Durant. The Colts were right about Peyton Manning over Ryan Leaf. Will you be right about Q7? The 2021 #1 men's basketball recruit committed to what school on Monday? Duke, Kentucky, or Gonzaga? Blue Devils, the Wildcats, or the Bulldogs? Once known as a feisty mid-major in the Pacific Northwest, the Bulldogs now compete for the best players in the nation. That's why Chet Holmgren hopes to bring Gonzaga its first national championship. Of course, they lost for the second time in 5 years in the title game. 10,864. Wow, nice job. By the way, Chet follows Jalen Suggs as Minnesota recruits to go to Gonzaga, top Minnesota recruits. Who thought that the pipeline was the Twin Cities to Spokane, Washington? It is now. Q8. Who is the only pitcher to be named a unanimous Rookie of the Year by voters? Hideo Nomo, Justin Verlander, or Craig Kimbrell? Unanimous means you got to get all the votes for Rookie of the Year, all the first place votes. Relievers rarely win pitching awards, but Rookie of the Year, that's one that's been kind to them. Devin Williams won last year, and Kimbrell saved 46 games to become the only pitcher named unanimous Rookie of the Year. He did that in 2011. Craig Kimbrell is your answer. By the way, second that year was his teammate, Freddie Freeman. And let's take a step back because, yeah, that's right, Asaf. This is a sacked question. You folks thought it was Justin Verlander. He's won an MVP. He's won Cy Youngs, but he was not a unanimous Rookie of the Year. Wow, we hit you on Q8. We'll see some extra lives used. I see you guys coming through about maybe almost everyone that got that wrong is coming back in. Q9. What made North Texas softball pitcher Hope Trautwang's no-hitter unique? She lost, she struck out everyone, or she pitched with both hands. Either of these three is going to be unique, but what's right? We need a new name for this kind of game. The Cespedes Family BBQ guys suggested Immaculate Game or Flawless Victory. Hope dominated by striking out all 21 batters she faced in a perfect game. She struck out everyone. That's what you're looking for. I mean, this is Danny Almonte level stuff, but actually legitimate. You're showing your age, like me, if you got that Danny Almonte joke. 8,039. I said it, Asaf. They came back in after that Q4 with the extra lives. Hard. But will you get these next three? Q10. What pitcher is the first in modern history to strike out 10 in his first 4 starts of the season? Jacob deGrom, Garrett Cole, or Shane Bieber? I'll tell you what. I was like, baby, 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 oh! No one has had 10 strikeouts in each of their first 4 starts since the mound moved to 60 feet 6 inches in 1893, except for Shane Bieber, the Cy Young Award winner last year, getting it done for Cleveland this year. And there he is, showing up at the ballpark. Oh, no, wait. Wrong Beeps, but he looks great in that Blue Jays outfit. You could have fooled me. 7,771 of you not getting fooled at Q10. Listen, I honestly kind of looked at Jacob deGrom when I saw this question. I was like, is it him? But you guys knew it was Shane Bieber. So we're on to Q11. What golfer is tied with Tiger Woods for most PGA Tour wins? Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, or Jack Nicklaus? Most PGA Tour wins all time. Any tournament. Nicklaus has the record for that most golf fans know, and that's 18 majors. Tiger is still 3 back of Jack in the majors department, but Tiger has more PGA Tour wins than Jack, and everyone else who isn't named Sam Snead. Tiger and the Slammer both have 82 wins, 7,211 of you. Wow. Sticking around. Tiger actually added 3 of his wins in his comeback starting in 2018. He got to that title. And yeah, that's what you're feeling right now. You're feeling like Shooter if you got that right. But let me tell you something as we head to the last question. The guy who you need to feel like, be like Stuart Sink, who at age 47 held on to his lead and got the victory at the RBC Heritage this past week. You want to finish. A lot of you still in it, but we have one question left, and it's Q12. Which of these teams is not one of the 12 founding clubs of the proposed European Super League? Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, or Inter Milan? And we talked about this before. We almost had to change it to was instead of is because it's a little unclear. Is this league dead? Is it gone? It looked like the Super League might break soccer. Some of the most powerful clubs in the world aligned on a mega-rich team league, but the fans' voices were heard. Plus, FIFA threatened to stop players from playing in the World Cup, which probably contributed to it as well. There were 6 teams from England proposed, 3 from Spain, and 3 from Italy, but none from Germany. And that is where Bayern Munich is from. So if you said Bayern Munich, as 6,423 of you did, you are winners. And listen, good news is I think, based on my math, right? If we had 5,000 people, then everyone would win 50 cents. If we have 7,500 people, everyone, I think, am I doing this right? I think it'll be more than a quarter. Let's see. Yeah, 39 cents, all right? Roman 410, if you got that quarter last night, add 39 cents today. McDaniel 07. Matt Henry did his job. Vladimir Morfin Lee Sin 1998. Ekaro got the job done. We've got Valentivak, Kadambini, hidden card. Did not hide their cards tonight. Getting this done, Patty Licious, nice job. Dr. Jackby, Garu 76, Susmo 123. How about Johnny 9546? I hope that's your actual picture. Is that a corgi? Is that a corgi? I hope that's you. Is it corgi or corgi? I hope I didn't offend anyone with that. Congratulations to all of our winners. You are like the New York Knicks. You can't lose. The Knicks have won 6 straight, by the way, putting it on the line tonight, trying to get to 7. Longest win streak in the NBA, folks. I decided not to jinx them. I just saved that till the end, so the least amount of people saw that. We play Hall of Trivia every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time now, and we have a ton of great sports games coming. I think we might do NFL Draft next week. We'll see. For more news and information on the Hall of Trivia, follow us on social at HQ Sports and at the HOF League. As always, a special shout out to our sponsors, the Hall of Fame Village, the Hall of Fantasy League, and the Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. I've been your host, Jeff Eisenband. Until next time, have the best fantasy version of your week. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what. That means get some knockouts, turn some double plays, forecheck. Just don't get vultured. I'll see you soon.